I just saw Daz do this, man. He was lying. What's up, Tito here, man? Hit the like button. Daz is one of the most underrated producers in the West Coast, period. Just in hip hop in general. This man has produced classic hit songs, and most of y'all don't even know he produced them. Now, ain't no damn way what Daz said right here was true. Daz, I get it. All right? They about to give you a bag. And you don't want to mess up your bag. I get it. Really, I do. But to sit there and act like Suge Knight was lying when you know he was telling the 100% truth. Come on, man. Yeah, I know you got your agenda, Snoop. Somebody hooking you up. That's the only reason you would, clam up with something like this was said. When you know damn well it's true. You was lying, B.
Sign him, and he just
Yeah. No.
I'm looking at, TMZ got a nigga picture up there, Suge Knight saying something about doggy style. Hey, Dr. Dre is the best producer in the world. I did not have nothing to do with that. Dr. Dre did that on his own. Suge Knight is lying. I ain't signed him. Thing. He just covering shit up because everything that Snoop and him has uncovered in the death row unveiling of all the business, the shady shit that E1, Alan Grunblatt, LaFette, and what they was doing, and how they were still in cahoots. Shit, man. So he's just making it like that, all that. He's gonna lie. I put my hand up to the street and beat him up.
So, right there, he's trying to say that Suge is lying about him writing songs for Dr. Dre. I remember watching Daz over the past 3-4 years complaining about how he had to sign away all his revenue coming from Daz himself about the songs he did, and he didn't get the credit for it. So how in the world was Suge not lying when it was exactly the truth? I remember it like yesterday. See, Snoop then took over, and now Snoop got death row. He gonna hook their ass up. You know it's some type of under the table thing that's happening. Now he trying to say Dr. Dre did all of it. Dog, you said Ain't No Fun was done by you. Then you worked on the Chronic. You did These Nuts. You did a Negro with a Mother and Gun. You did that beat. You did about 2-3 tracks that I know of on the Dr. Dre Chronic. No, Dr. Dre can produce. It just take him all goddamn day. Because he keeps perfecting things. Like if you have a skeleton for the beat, Dr. Dre can come and add things to the track to elevate it. He can elevate your song. You'll think a track is ready and Dre will get to it and put his touch on it, and the track is elevated. Like 50 Cent Heat. The 50 Cent Heat record that Dre did. Now, the beat is like the regular track, right? And then it gets to the end, and then you hear Dr. Dre's production value when he starts putting the keyboard to it. He elevates it. He knows how to add things to elevate it. Daz did these nuts. Dre mixed it. And when Dre mixed it, he added that. Dr. Dre added that to the song. So it elevated the track. So it was a collaborative record on Doggy Style. But Daz himself said he did about 90% of Doggy Style and not the Chronic. The Chronic, he basically was assisting Dre, and they were learning from Dre. So when I said they was lying, like I was blown away, like, oh snap, they were lying. It was because I already know. You could look at Daz and heard it while he was talking. You knew he was lying. Daz was lying his ass off, but for a reason. He finna get a bag. Imagine if your homeboy is in charge now of the whole catalog. You in line to get a lot of money now from back royalties and everything. Now you know that. You know there's a lot of money in store for you. But Suge is right. They wanted to put Dre name on it because he had Dre signed. And plus, if they wanted to produce and make the image to look like Dr. Dre produced everything, that he was the mastermind. You know, nobody want to hear 18-year-old, 19-year-old Daz did the track. It get more weight if it came from Dr. Dre. But the real situation is they weren't signed to Death Row Records yet. Snoop Dogg wasn't really signed to Death Row Records. So how were they gonna be signed if Snoop wasn't signed? You feel me? They were independent contractors, not signed to Death Row at all. Snoop Dogg was not signed when he was on the Chronic. Imagine G Thing was one of the biggest records of all time, and Snoop Dogg, Death Row is the label that pays me. You weren't even signed to Death Row. That's how crazy that was. Snoop wasn't signed. Neither was Daz. Neither was none of them was really signed. And then it was time to sign everybody. Once the album started taking off, they knew they were gonna sign people. It wasn't like it was a debate, like Snoop was gonna get signed. But he wasn't signed yet. So other people was like, look, we can get Snoop. And he had all that legal trouble on his head. But Def Jam tried to steal Snoop. And that's when Suge had to go there and, correct some folks. None of them were signed to Death Row when they created that. After the Chronic success, they started signing people. Daz and Corrupt got signed. Then they signed Snoop. They didn't sign Warren G. Dre didn't see the value in signing him. He was like, man, come on, man, you gotta sign my boy. He was like, nah, man, dude kind of whack. Nah, I can't work with him. Then he heard him on at the end of These Nuts. I heard you wanna Uncle Jay, and not the wrong mother Uncle Day. Here we go, toe to toe, blow to blow. Let me know if you think you can fade Death Row. He said he will be signed. Yeah, that's dead right. Yeah, I was tripping. Nah, he made the whole song just epic. I definitely could work with him. Yeah, he gets signed. So, only person who didn't get signed was his brother, Warren G. Exactly. You see, here's the main problem. All these people don't seem to get it. They don't seem to understand that when you take these type of narratives and take these type of what they say, these type of angles, you're trying to rewrite history. Because you don't like the way something went. But to sit there and say and put that on Suge and say he was lying about something like that, he's not lying about that. Daz has been complaining about this for years. Now, Warren G didn't get signed because Suge Knight was like, nah, man, he's just hanging around. I'm not signing nobody. He don't bring no value to the table. He treated Nate Dogg, he didn't give him a death row jacket, nothing. But they let him hang around, but he just was dismissive. Like he was just, He's just a sucker or something. And he just went to the sister crib, broke, and everything was like, that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna just do it myself. Exactly. But see, what y'all people didn't realize is that all those beats that Dre was getting, a lot of them came from Warren G. Warren G got those records when he was doing the Chronic. Warren G became the replacement for Yella. See, y'all don't realize how Dr. Dre work. It's pretty much a system. There's so many songs in the world. Only one human being is, you got two minds work better than one. Like if you making a playlist for songs, there's some songs you didn't forgot about that somebody else come along and make a playlist. You go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That is a hit. Man, I want to put that on my playlist. That's how it works when you're making tracks. You need to have somebody that has another ear that also knows hit records. And they'll go find some gems. DJ Yella used to do that. He used to provide those records for Dre. Then all of a sudden, you see, once Yella didn't go and join him at Death Row, he had to find his new Yella, which was Warren G. And Warren G was hanging around with Above the Law, all them guys. So they were around Death Row. And they had that with this like P-Funk, George Clinton records. And they put their own spin to it and they called it G-Funk. But the whole album is really George Clinton's album. Like that's really Parliament. That's their album. The Chronic. Dr. Dre is not listed as the producer on those albums. Matter of fact, I'm old school. I should still have this here. He's not lying. Dr. Dre didn't produce any of it. It's facts. And we finna get into that right now. I know y'all probably didn't get a notification. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm old school. I got CDs. I was around at the time. So let's get down here. Do it the old fashioned way. We ain't finna Google anything. We gonna get old fashioned. Now I gotta sit here and go through all it. Give me some extra light. No extra light? You ain't got nothing for me? See what happens when you don't be up in this room? Alrighty. I see the NWA. Where is Dre? Don't tell me somebody's still stealing CDs. Well, I tell you, people used to steal tapes and CDs, what they call riffs. Riffs. Yeah. I got the you said Blowfly. Well, it was written by Blowfly, and I found it. Boom, boom. Now, here we go. It said produced by Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Right? Now, let's go to the actual song. Mixed, right? Mixed by Dr. Dre. But the album is produced by Dr. Dre. But the songs, you'll find out, the majority of them were mixed by Dr. Dre. Mm-hmm. Mixed by Dr. Dre. You see mixed by Dr. Dre a lot on a lot of these songs. And I'm going to tell you why. The only reason you see that right there, produced by Dr. Dre in the front, that didn't used to be there. They had to add it when they started making the prints for CD. Because Eazy-E had Dr. Dre signed not only as an artist, but executive producer. And it's an exclusive deal. So you can take Dr. Dre, the artist, but as a producer, he had two separate deals. So because he was an exclusive producer, once you take him, he still belongs to Ruthless Records. So now you in breach. The only way that's going to work now, if you are to pay him so he can recoup his money. So Eazy-E came along with the deal, Ruthless Records. So they have to pay Eazy-E at Ruthless Records for the Chronic. Yeah, he got points off of the album. So he wasn't lying. The same record that you're making is paying me. So I hope your fans understand when you're talking about spraying me. The same records that you're making is paying me. If that wasn't the most gangsterest thing in the world, saying, I don't care. I hope y'all buy the Chronic. Go out and buy the Chronic. Eazy-E was like, Dre Day only made Eazy's payday. Oh, yeah. Well, it's like that's how I got a lot of the material. I don't know if I have Snoop CD. I used to have it, but that's probably been stolen. Because that used to have a G's up, hold down. But that song had to get removed because they didn't have the right. They couldn't clear the sample. Ladies and gents, Snoop Doggy Dogg's in the house, pay attention. 1, 2, oh, what should I do? I'm picking out the khaki suit. Which one? The blue one. Oh man, they really went back and changed all that, huh? Because it didn't used to say that at all, brother. It used to say mixed by. Okay, this the dog food album. This Daz them out. Now, this CD, Dog Food, Daz and Corrupt's album, as you can see, it says it right here that it is. Let me see if I can open it and it might show a little better. It says executively produced by Suge Knight and Dr. Dre, and produced by Dat Negro Daz. Yeah, Daz took money. He signed over, he went and sat in the office and did a deal behind closed doors with Dre and Suge about the money. And he took cash. So he gave up his rights for money. He didn't know what he was giving up. Now he realizes what the hell he gave up. This is one of their greatest accomplishments. The Corrupt album. Daz Dillinger. He's got so many different names he produced under. Uh, Streets is a Mother by Corrupt. Oh my gosh. That you want to talk about a classic? That is a classic album. This ain't even a third of my CDs. Most of my CDs got stolen. You know, you got grimy friends, grimy family members. You know, you just got grimy people, period. And it ain't even that they need it. They just envious of what you got. And they be like, dog, you got more than me. It's just, it don't even make sense. I just thank God I've never had that in my system. I just don't know how could somebody live with themselves like that and be that kind of person. Yeah, most of the stuff I had were cassettes and LPs. You know, so the Killer Bee Swarm CD. Once again, somebody stole this CD. It ain't even in here. That's stolen. I don't even know how they made the trip this long. Nothing really. No, because if Suge Knight would have did all that, come on, please stop playing. Yeah, this is more modern, 2000s, like in, like late 90s now. The cassette was more raw. You get to hear it in its truest form. CD, they re-engineer it and it don't sound right. The mixing is off. It's terrible. Like Jack the Ripper, if you don't have the LP version of Jack the Ripper, you just failed yourself because it will never hit the way it's supposed to hit when you hear Jack the Ripper. Um, Trying to figure out where's the rest of this. So I'm supposed to be getting. I don't see it at all. No. Daz is lying because Snoop and them gonna hook him up. Like Snoop just been lying all this time. Y'all know that. Snoop ain't been doing nothing but lying. Yep, you know I must have known Cat Williams to have this. Cat Williams gave me this. Was no Carcino then, it was Magnificent. When he found out my name was Magnificent, and the girl called me Magnificent, he looked like Magnificent. God damn. Well, you ain't magnificent with that camera, nigga. Oh yeah, got all the songs. This is called the advanced copy. I got an advanced copy of the album. And he's rapping. This Cat Williams is rapping on this album. And he actually finished the careers of all these dudes. The whole what's his name? Oh, the album is hilarious. Like some of these songs are absolutely hilarious. But Chris and Neef from the Young Gunners, they got beat by Cat Williams. Cat Williams finished them. That's how bad that was. So I got this near the height of his career, and then I saw him again later on when he was with Suge. I swear it was some crazy stuff going on over there. Right. Did y'all, how many of y'all even know Papa Wu from Wu Tang had an album out? Papa Wu. I got a Papa Wu CD. So that's how Wu Tang I am. I got Papa Wu. The death row movie, shoot, when you can clear all the lawsuits, then yeah, maybe. 1996, Mob Deep, Hell on Earth, right? One of the most underrated CDs of all time. And it was one of the first CDs to have this. It's called a hand CD. You see that at the corner? Enhanced, which means that there's video on a CD. Never existed before, the technology. It was raw. It gave you a reason to go out and buy it and not buy the bootleg. That if you was to put this into a computer, it would register for you something that you have never seen before in life. And now computers basically don't even come with a CD-ROM anymore. I don't even think my PC here got a CD-ROM. My old one does. Even my laptop. Like I got an old laptop that got one. Let me see if it still works. Yeah, you might be in for some bonus stuff tonight. Let's fire up the old laptop. Damn. This thing like it weighs 700 pounds. Ain't nothing really wrong with this laptop either. I might have to start using it. Suge wasn't, see, for a while, Suge wasn't hanging around the Bloods no more like that. I mean, these were a whole different type of people Suge was hanging with. He was with some essays whose faces were all tatted up. I don't know what gang affiliation they was, but they, to say they didn't do no time, I think they done a little time. That would be safe to say. I think they did a little time. Daz is an outstanding producer. And the thing about him is he can work fast. Daz can get the stuff put together. He's like, hey, Daz, I need this wrapped up right now. Daz will have that track hooked up for you. Now, with Dre, to add the details that Dre add to a track, I don't know if he could do that. Like the little things, the small details. Let's see what happens here. Damn, I can't even put the CD on the thing no more. All right. Let's see what happens. You say it ain't gonna work. Well, we finna see. We fired it up now. This PC is spinning around like, what? Huh? I'm activated. I'm back in business. I told you, mama, I was gonna make it. They called. They called. I'm out the doghouse. Daz is a better beat maker than DJ Quick. DJ Quick is a better, he's a better engineer. Like, Daz can't engineer. Quick can engineer, and DJ Quick can engineer, and so can Dr. Dre. Okay, I hit the button. They showing me some muskrat thing. Buddy, this PC. Hey, okay. Password. Let me see if this password is still good. It's thinking about it. Is it gonna accept? It's spinning. It's spinning. I don't know if the password is correct or not. I don't even remember the password. You probably didn't get here when we said Daz is one of the most underrated producers of all time in hip hop. I made that video too. Okay, we're in, but it seems like something's wrong. This is like old. I haven't used this in years. Ew. Okay, let me go. There's my PC. There's a Microsoft problem that needs to be fixed. I got stuff like flickering. Gosh, everything would need to be updated. I don't even use Streamlabs no more. That is crazy. Okay, here we go. We got the songs pop up. Boom. We got a track list on the audio drive on the PC. Boom. But it's an enhanced CD. But they only got the songs. So far, we only got the songs. Hit the like button, people. Nothing is signed into. Wow, I might need to fire this back up then and get this working. Y'all done gave me a project to do. Oh, okay. Now this look more like it. Okay, I needed some media player stuff. I don't think they putting it out. They figured the game thing died, the energy died, so they was like, ain't no need to putting it out. Why do they keep lying about Tupac and Reggie? I don't know what's going on, Reggie, right, man. I mean, I know what it's about. I know what they own their money thing. Oh, Suge behind bars getting it in, baby. Suge is telling, baby. I'm telling. Y'all gonna lock me up? Tell these lies? Get on that phone. Suge on that phone. Listen, I'ma tell you what I know. See, Snoop had a 380. He shot. One of the bullets hit the ground. It broke, and then a piece actually killed a man. And then in court, Snoop bodyguard said he shot the gun. Mm-hmm. But didn't Suge, didn't Snoop talk about me and Suge is good? We in a good place. Me and Suge in a good place. What place is that? Cause Suge ain't talking like y'all in a good place at all. Suge ain't talking like that. That's right. Hit the like button if y'all just got in here. Yeah, Daz. Of course, Daz is lying. Daz is lying because he know he gonna get taken care of now. Suge Knight finna get cut off of everything. He ain't liking that. Why they keep lying? Why does anybody lie? To protect whatever interest they have in place. But there's audio, there's video of Daz continuously saying that how he produced these records on Doggy Style and the Chronic, constantly telling people. So it ain't me fishing for it or nothing. Well, you have what's his name? Uh, Napoleon. Yeah, he's now realized that I don't have to make records. All I got to do is sit down in front of a camera and talk about stories over and over again. And go over Pac getting killed about 2,000 times. And they just keep going over the same narrative and getting paid for it. So Snoop tells so many damn lies. It just don't even make sense. I don't even know why they interview him.
The award show and laughing, my hair perm. He got me this Hugo Boss suit and had me on some European shit. My pants was fitting tight. And he had me on some other shit. Like, nigga, let me dress you, nigga, get you right. Suit by Dion Scott. I'm on some other shit. My nigga like, okay. But when we hit New York, he go gangster. He like on some stupid gangster shit, like. But I'm on some player shit. I've been here before. New York love Snoop Dogg. We good. But he on some like try to kill me and that. When Pop was with.
Now, that is not how Tupac was at all. That was a big lie told by Snoop. He was on alert, and everywhere they went, they would see Snoop. He was getting the same treatment. Snoop was getting the same treatment as everybody else. They ain't looking at him and say, "Oh, Snoop Dogg, we got love for you." It was F you. Everywhere he was going, he was throwing up like peace, man. I just want peace. He was getting all the smoke too. He wasn't getting no shoot. They remember you kicking over the buildings. They was like, "Oh, you ain't finna come in here and talk that reckless." F you. Who was you? Like I was like being a player. Tupac was on all this. Nope. Pac was on doing his job. He went to the award show. He didn't go there looking for no trouble. You see what I'm saying? When they keep trying to, oh, these dudes trying to get me. Like we on some real gangster stuff. That is not what he went over there for at all. Tupac even said it himself. Like, look, we here to do business. We ain't here, but we ain't got no problems. Nothing. That's all we got. Walkie-talkies. Somebody get out of line, make a call. It's squashed. That's it. We ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like he there on business. Oh, the hieroglyphics that showed me so much love. The hieros. They showed a lot of love, man. Appreciate them to the fullest. It was nothing but love every time. Straight like that. But I actually got a lot of work to do now. I got another project